Welcome to the NAIJA on the Ball podcast, where we are on the ball with the people that know. As I mentioned, we'll be bringing you special guests with insight and experience from inside the football and sports industry who want to share their knowledge with everyone. Today, we have got two very special guests. We have got Coach Jamil and Coach Ayere, both two very special upcoming coaches here with us from Nigeria. I'll let them introduce themselves. Since I don't want to do too much talking, we can start with you, Coach Ayere.
All right. My name is Coach Ayere Sylvester. I am the current head coach of Flaboga FA based in Lagos, Nigeria. I'm from Edo State. As you can know, Edo decided today, so I'm from Edo State. I'm from Edo State, Esa North East local government to be precise.
Start from the beginning. Why did you get into coaching? What was it that brought you into coaching? We can start with Coach Jamil.
Join anything in Kaduna State. So I resort to YouTube, download video, then chat to the thing. I started coaching myself. Right from the normal street football that I would normally play. I used to be the one that organize and coordinate. Right from childhood, age 3, 4, 5, play the street football. You be the one to coordinate, breed race, correct, and everything. So that part of always want to, do the coaching and everything has been there. So when I got to Pepsi Football Academy, I was more interested in what the coaches are saying than what the players are doing. And there's that inner feeling to only want to see players do the right thing. Not forgetting that I was also a player, but I have more passion watching the coach do their thing than watching the players do their thing. So because of that, I always have this unsatisfiable desire from the coaches around then, especially because I grew up Kaduna State, and because of my love for high standard coaching, of which I wasn't getting Kaduna State, I couldn't join anything in Kaduna State. So I resort to YouTube, download video, then chat to the thing. I started coaching myself. So it's more like I was my first project as a player and a coach. But then as I was growing into it, playing Pepsi captain, at the point, one of the coaches in Pepsi have that full confidence to, okay, it's like, yeah.
Let me. I think it's slightly behind the connection. Let me just wait for him. Okay, you're back.
Can you hear me?
Back. All right, go ahead.
So as I said, so back then Pepsi, I have this coach who have this confidence in me to handle the under 14. Even though I was still in the under 14 category. It's like Coach Sylvester, just go do the passage drill, and you just tell me what to do and what to do. You just leave me. So he had that confidence in me. So as I was growing the game, my passion for coaching keep increasing, and my passion for high quality training keep increasing. So at the point where it's like I have more passion in coaching than playing. But then I was able to just finally decide when I went for my trials in Tunisia. Try his luck in Tunisia. Instead of to focus on playing, I was so fascinated with the coaching crew. I was so, okay, this is it. You're a coach. Just focus on. I was like, this is it. You're a coach. Because I was saying, okay, there's a friend of mine from Togo. So there's this club went for a trial. I was telling the guy that they're going to sack this coach. This coach, after 3 months, they're going to sack him. I was like, why? I said, he doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know what he's doing. And behold, after three matches, he was sacked, and the coach was from France. And then the passion keep increasing. Like, okay, you have more eyes in details. You have more passion in coaching. You see loopholes in a game situation easily. You're able to interpret easily. So why not just, make it your goal, like make it your career at early stage. So I started a bit of coaching in Tunisia, this working in school. I was the head coach there. So I thought to myself, okay, if I want to do this coaching properly, I need to make it professional. So I have to come back to Nigeria because I couldn't do my coaching course in Tunisia because of the language barrier, the French and everything. So I had to come back to Nigeria, ask few questions around. Obviously, I was discouraged. You are too young. You're a very good player. Why do you want to go to coaching? You should go and play after playing, come back to coaching, stuff like that. But it became a nightmare. I couldn't sleep. The quest to just start coaching was so deep that I had to make a decision. And that prompted me to start my academy early, which is Ayere Soccer Academy in Kaduna. So I just, okay, see, this is what I want to do, and people don't seem to understand me. Okay, let me start my own academy. That's how I started in Kaduna. Before I know, the league players started coming around for me to train them, give them personal drills, join anything in Kaduna State. So I resort to YouTube, download video, Pep Guardiola, then start to see what they're doing. I started coaching myself. I don't want to use the word bad training then I was saying growing up. I just feel these players are passionate about learning this football, but the coaches are not. I don't want to be too negative, but at the same time, this desire was not there to learn, and football was changing, football was revolutionizing, but they were just stagnant, the normal 20 laps, 11 aside, the play up and down. But I knew at that young age that this is not what these players need. They need to be tactical, they need to be technical, they need to understand the game. But the young people going up in Kaduna State. So I needed to change that. I needed to change it. I knew I need to sacrifice my playing career for the coaching so that other people could actually enjoy good training drills. So that was it. So I got my second coaching job. I was able to prove a point, this is how to coach players. This is what is obtainable. You need to read. You need to go to coaching school. You need to be qualified. Your dressing sense need to reflect professionalism. The way you talk need to reflect professionalism and everything. And since then, I've been growing. And now we are here in Lagos. So we are here in Lagos, trying to make a point. And currently now with Philabogabeg, currently playing in Surrey League, which is the biggest platform right now in grassroots in Nigeria. And we are here to prove a point against Coach Emil.
Of course.
So of course, now that
so that is it. That is just the journey so far. So that is just the journey.
So of course, now that you have established where you
right from the normal street football that I would normally play, I used to be the one that organize and coordinate. Right from childhood, age 3, 4, 5, play the street football. You be the one to coordinate, breed drills, correct, and everything. So that part of always want to, do the coaching and everything has been there. So when I got to Pepsi Football Academy, I was more interested in what the coaches are saying than what the players are doing. And there's that inner feeling to only want to see players do the right thing. Not forgetting that I was also a player, but I have more passion watching the coach do their thing than watching the players do their thing. So because of that, I always have this unsatisfiable desire from the coaches around then, especially because I grew up Kaduna State, and because of my love for high standard coaching, of which I wasn't getting Kaduna State, I couldn't join anything in Kaduna State. So I resort to YouTube, download video, Pep Guardiola, then start to see what they're doing. I started coaching myself. So it's more like I was my first project as a player and a coach. But then as I was growing into it, playing Pepsi captain, at the point, one of the coaches in Pepsi have that full confidence to, okay, it's like, yeah.
let me. I think it's slightly behind the connection. Let me just wait for him. Okay, you're back.
Can you hear me?
Back. All right, go ahead.
So as I said, So back then, Pepsi, I have this coach who have this confidence in me to handle the under 14, even though I was still in the under 14 category. It's like, Coach Sylvester, just go do the passage drill, and you just tell me what to do and what to do. You just leave me. So he had that confidence in me. So as I was growing the game, my passion for coaching keep increasing, and my passion for high quality training keep increasing. So I play quite well. It's like I have more passion in coaching than playing. But then I was able to just finally decide when I went for my trials in Tunisia. Try luck in Tunisia. Instead of to focus on playing, I was so fascinated with the coaching crew. I was so, okay, this is it. You're a coach. Just focus on. I was like, this is it, you're a coach. Because I was telling, okay, there's a friend of mine from Togo. So there's this club went for a trial. I was telling the guy that they're going to sack this coach. This coach, after 3 months, they're going to sack him. I was like, why? I said, he doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know what he's doing. Behold, after three matches, he was sacked, and the coach was from France. And then the passion keep increasing. Like, okay, you have more eyes in details. You have more passion in coaching. You see loopholes in a game situation easily. You're able to interpret easily. So why not just, make it your goal, like make it your career at early stage. So I started a bit of coaching in Tunisia, this working in school. I was the head coach there. So then I thought to myself, okay, if I want to do this coaching properly, I need to make it professional. So I have to come back to Nigeria because I couldn't do my coaching course in Tunisia because of the language barrier, the French and everything. So I had to come back to Nigeria, ask a few questions around. Obviously, I was discouraged. You are too young. You're a very good player. Why do you want to go to coaching? You should go and play after playing, come back to coaching, stuff like that. But it became a nightmare. I couldn't sleep. The quest to just start coaching was so deep that I had to make a decision. And that prompted me to start my academy early, which is Ayere Soccer Academy in Kaduna. So I just, okay, see, this is what I want to do, and people don't seem to understand me. Okay, let me start my own academy. That's how I started in Kaduna. Before I know, the league players started coming around for me to train them, give them personal drills,
Now that you have started coaching, what would you say is your best coaching attribute? What's the best part of your coaching? We can start with coaching.
My best, if every coach is good, every coach to his own capacity is good. I believe every player to their own capacity, they are good. But what is missing is the ability for we coaches to break down details to them to understand. You understand? So, and that I do it effortlessly, and that should be one of my best attributes. Then others, I know I could be a very good motivational speaker. I could motivate a dead bone to believe like he can make a living. Yes, and because of where I'm coaching, because of the situation, because I tend to study the culture of the environment, the lifestyle of the players and everything, I just know that, okay, you just have to motivate these people. You just have to find the right ways. You just have to communicate to their spirit, to their soul, not that their body. You need to communicate to their spirit, because that is the only way for them to, because as a coach, you have your own tactics, you have your own belief, but you can't go to the pitch to play. So the players who are playing need to reflect who the coach is. You need to reflect the coaching idea. Because when people come to the stage that this thing is good, their coach is good. The coach is not playing, it's the player that's reflecting the coach ability. So I always find that balance, to transfer what I have in my head to them. So I would say, yes, I'm a very good communicator. They are very good at that. I can convince you to do your belief and believe, I carry my own belief. And you see that they want to die in the pitch. They want to die. They want to play their heart out. They want to get injured for me, for that philosophy. They are so motivated. So to me, these are just my key attributes. The other one that usually coach have patient, observant, feedbacks. Those are just, to me, those are secondary. But because of where we find ourselves, this is Nigeria,
Now that we found out your best attribute, we have to get a bit more into your philosophy and style of coaching. So, if somebody asks, what your coaching philosophy is, or how would you describe your coaching philosophy, and how would you describe your coaching style? And this time we can start with Coach Sylvester.
My coaching philosophy, I probably is becoming obvious now because it's just like my trademark, like my brand now. That is the it's like my brand now. It's like that is proactive protagonist. That's my philosophy. Now, I know people have asked, what is this proactive protagonist? I say, come to the preach and see. But now this is the first time I want to explain it. This is the first time I want to break it down. What is proactive protagonist? Why is it my philosophy? Now that's my lifestyle. Proactiveness. That has already been my lifestyle growing up. I don't wait. I take the first move. I know for everything. I sit down, plan in details before I make any move. Like, I want to be in charge. I want to be in charge. I want to be in control. Whether I'm losing or winning, I just want to be in control. I don't like when you do something first, then I'll start reacting. I love you to be reactive to what I'm doing. So that's just the concept behind the proactive protagonist. So to make my player from the on-goal of the match, we are in charge. We try to establish our philosophy. We try to dominate the game. We try to be in control. We try to make people forget their philosophy because every team has their own philosophy. We try to make you forget your own and start reacting to our own. That's why it's called proactive protagonist philosophy. And from my style of play, it's just a subset of the philosophy. It's a subset, which is aggressiveness, aggressive attacking football play. I love, since I'm the type that always want to be in charge, I break the fight to you. From the beginning of the match, war don't start to, you have to fight to the end. We fight. We are always attacking you. We are always attacking. You understand? And the style of play, I try to mix it up with quick movement of ball. Since my style is always high tempo, I try to sustain high tempo for 90 minutes. So for me to sustain high tempo for 90 minutes, the players must move the ball as fast as possible. I don't condition my player to play 1/3. I don't condition him to play 2/3. Just move the ball as fast as possible to the opponent's half. Let every build-up from back end up in the opponent's half. I don't care if it's over, goal kick. Let there be a start and a finish in split of 1 minute. So generally, style of play, aggressive attacking with great emphasis on quick movement of ball. So that is just the two.
Thank you, Coach Sylvester. Coach Jamu?
Yeah.
Thank you for that, Coach Jamu. Coach Sylvester?
The future one.
Thank you.
For me, before I go to who I've influenced by coaching style, I at the time when I was still more passionate, I'm still passionate. I try to study some of these Nigerian coaches. Let me see their style of play. Because I really have idea of how I want to play, how I want to establish myself. Because generally, Coach Ayere is not just a coach; it's a brand name. Coach Ayere is a brand I'm pushing. The name Ayere, so it's already a brand already. So I trying to study some of the Nigerian coaches to see, okay, who this coach reflects my ideology, methodology. I couldn't see anyone. I couldn't get information online. I couldn't get videos of their matches. And because I'm not close to them personally to study them, so that kind of make the Nigeria selection of blank in my head. I'm still looking forward to a coach I can study in Nigeria anyway. I'm keeping a close eye on Bagada FC. At least that I can see him. I can go and watch his game. I can chat him up to him and he answer me. So I'm studying his own philosophy. But for now, coaches that have actually directly or indirectly influenced my idea is Mourinho. That always confessed. Yeah. Mourinho always confessed. Then Klopp, then Pep. Now, these are the three coaches that I've studied their goals, their training session, their match preview, their post-match review, their normal life outside the field, and it kind of reflects the proactive protagonist tactics. As I said in my previous question, proactive protagonist is a combination of quick play, which is that the typical Guardiola possession play, you know. Then the typical Mourinho, try to be in charge, perfect game plan for every man. You don't just assume, you have to sit down, plan everything in details, try to predict the outcomes. Then the club, which is the aggressive attacking style from Dortmund. So these three coaches actually influence my own philosophy for now. Until I see a Nigerian coach that will come up, like I can easily go on YouTube and I will see his breakdown of tactics. I can watch, stay all night, study every tactics. I can click on social person. Let's say, for example, I can just type Coach Jamil training drills. I can just pump up on YouTube. I don't need to look at Coach Jamil. I don't even need to see you. But I should be able to know what makes Coach Jamil the future one. Let me see his work on YouTube. Let me be able to study his drill and see his result. And that's okay. I think I like the way he organizes defense. I should take part of that. But for now, Nigeria is black for it. Not my fault anyway. It's because they didn't make the information available online. So for now, those three coaches are my influencer. Today, as it tomorrow said, that's my influencer.
Thank you for that, coaches. There's a lot of teams in the Surulere League. There's a lot of teams promoting themselves. There's a lot of media attention on different teams. But why should people who are interested in Surulere League or interested in football, or who just want to watch football, why should they watch your own team specifically? Why should they come and watch your own team specifically? And we will start with Coach Sylvester.
It's very simple and straightforward. First of all, Surulere League, as it stands now, is the biggest grassroots league in Nigeria. That alone has already drawn the attention for people to want to watch. Now, for Flabogabek FA, you are coming to watch a team that is full of hope, a team that are ready to dive for that round of the game of play. You're coming to watch all the things you are seeing in Bayern Munich that make you be on Twitter talking about the 8-0 against Schalke 04. You will see it live in Surulere League. This, not only the fact that this is a grassroots team, no matter if there are obstacles, there are barriers, you will see good football. If you're a lot of good football, you should keep an eye on Flabogabek. But definitely they are giving you good football. Not just good football. Football that will make you like, wow, I really enjoy myself. Wow, is this Nigeria? Wow, are these people from Nigeria? Wow. Till lead the pitch. So that's just it.
Thank you for that, Coach Sylvester. Coach Jamil?
Yeah.
Maybe 5 years, 10 years, 20 years down the line, what is the goal that stands out in your head that you want to achieve?
My long-time goal is contagious. It's an obsession. First of all, I want to get my pro license because I want to coach at the highest level. I want to coach in PL. I want to coach in the top league. For me to do that, I need to have the right qualification. So that those are my obsession. Those are my goal. And because of me as a coach, I don't like to stay in a place for more than 2 years. At this my growing stage now, I'm obsessed with personal development. I'm obsessed with the right qualification. Okay, what does it take to coach in England? People like, okay, how do I get it? Those are my obsession. Those are my goal. Each year, I want to have one step closer to getting Pro A license and everything. So that's if I can get that, now you can ask me which club do I want to coach? I'll tell you Bayern Munich, Germany. I want to coach Lee. I want to coach in this country because I not have the qualification. So generally, as a young coach that is going, as a coach who's obsessed with football and everything, for me to be relevant to this thing, I need to have the right qualification, and that is my long-time goal. Any other thing is secondary.
Thank you for sharing that, Coach Sylvester. So of course, we have come to the end of our discussion.